I know I just uploaded a video, guys, but I have breaking news here. So how do you say we're at war without saying we're at war? Well, the U.S. begins delivering munitions to Israel as the American death toll rises to 11 in Hamas attacks. The U.S. has already begun delivering critical needed munitions and military equipment to Israel, and the Pentagon is reviewing inventories to see what else can be sent quickly to boost its ally in the 3-day-old war in Hamas. And this is said by the Defense Department on today. This just came out like 37 minutes ago. So planes have already taken off, said officials who declined to provide details on the weapons. The official who briefed reporters on condition of anonymity, of course, to discuss sensitive shipments, also warned that the U.S. is closely watching Hezbollah and other Iranian-backed groups, noting that the decision to shift American ships in the region was to deter any of them from entering or expanding the conflict against Israel. I'm only going to show you a little clip of this video so that I hopefully don't get copyright or this be taken down. So share it out if you can.
After more than 48 hours of fighting, Israel's military says it has retaken control of all communities around Gaza. While from the air, Israel pounds Gaza with strikes it says are aimed at Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad targets. But scores of women and children have been killed, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry. Fighters shooting at a hostage at close range. A woman is led away. Her fate is unknown. Hamas claims it is holding more than 100 hostages. Two senior officials say the U.S. State and Defense Departments are moving as quickly as they can to deliver weapons to Israel as part of already existing contracts.
President Biden's direction was to make sure that we're providing Israel everything it needs in this moment to deal with the attacks from Hamas.
So the weapons movement came as President Joe Biden announced that the U.S. death toll in the war has gone up to 11. So the official said that the U.S. is flooding the zone with calls and messages so the extremist groups and other nations know they should not question America's commitment to supporting the defense of Israel. The official, however, would not comment on whether U.S. military forces would be used at all. And the way it's looking, I want to bet that they are going to be used eventually. So while the official said the U.S. has the ability to support weapons needed in Ukraine and Israel and maintain security for America, the rapid delivery of munitions to the new war has raised concerns. Congress must pass more funding quickly for the U.S. to be able to give both Israel and Ukraine the weapons and munitions they both need now. Y'all, who gonna pay for this war? Who paying for this stuff? Who is paying for this? So it says, but in particular, the munitions and the ability to support Israel and Ukraine simultaneously, additional funding is needed to increase our capacity to expand production and then also pay for the munitions themselves. It is clear the administration is now facing potentially competing requests from Israel and Ukraine for additional weaponry. And while there is strong bipartisan support in Congress for aid to Israel, the next step are uncertain. Okay, the next steps are uncertain, with the House lacking a leader after the ousting of Republican Speaker and the Senate out of town until next week. We are basically struggling to keep up with the demand that Ukraine is asking from the United States. Now Israel is asking from the United States. It says that most of the weaponry sent already to Ukraine has come from army stocks and defense contractors at a rate that has challenged the global supply chain. And while the Army has recently ramped up production of some of their critical lines, such as the 155 millimeter ammunition for the howitzers, hope I said that right, howitzers, they are not at full speed. So we're constantly just giving it. Y'all know we broke. Where is all this money coming from? I know they have money set aside in different agencies, yada, yada, yada. but we are spending above and beyond those budgets. In addition to the 11 American citizens whose death Biden confirmed, an undetermined number of remain unaccounted for. It is not yet clear whether they are missing, dead, hiding, or have been taken hostage. Biden said the U.S. believes it is likely that American citizens may be among those being held hostage by Hamas, but officials are not yet able to confirm that. So as we speak, the U.S. is currently without an ambassador after the departure of the ambassador Tom Knotts in July. We are sending so much over there, you guys. How can they say we're not going to be in this war? We are going to be in this war. We are in this war. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is sending approximately 5,000 sailors and deck of warplanes on the USS Gerald R. Ford, the Navy's newest and most advanced aircraft carrier. So they're going to have 5,000 sailors and deck of warplanes will be accompanied by cruisers and destroyers in a show of force that is meant to be ready at response for anything. Missiles going overboard, they're there to intersect those missiles. So along with the Ford, the U.S. is sending the cruiser USS Normandy and destroyers USS Thomas Hutner, USS Ramage, USS Carney, and USS Roosevelt. And the U.S. is augmenting Air Force F-35, F-15, F-16, and A-10 fighter aircraft squadrons in the region. How are we not involved? Please tell me that. The Norfolk, Virginia-based carrier strike group already was in the Mediterranean. Last week, it was conducting naval exercises. The carrier is in its first full deployment, y'all. Senior officials from the Pentagon and the State Department briefed senators Sunday night. The Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said that they were assured that the United States was giving Israel everything they need. That means our soldiers as well. And I know that's why, we have military in that and they have to fight in the wars and stuff. I'm just like, we are putting ourselves in every situation out there, from Ukraine to now Israel to you name it. Okay. War is going to come to the United States because we are offending. We're always going to offend people, and you're not going to make everybody happy. I know that. Okay. This is not what this is about. This is about letting you know. Breaking news. Or how do you say we're not in a war, but we are in a war? You figure it out. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll see y'all in the next video.
I don't think we got enough time